Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Today our topic of presentation is Newton's second law in terms of momentum. Newton's second law in terms of momentum states that the time rate of change of momentum of an object must be equals to the net force acting on it. The net force acting on it must be equals to the time rate of change of momentum of a moving object. According to the statement, let us mathematically we can write it is F equals to delta P divided by delta T. Here F represent the net force acting on that moving object. Delta P represent the change in momentum of that moving object. Delta T the time interval in which the force acting on that object and which the momentum has been changed from initial to final momentum. Now let us consider the initial momentum of a moving object with a velocity. For example, an object is moving with a particular velocity, then its initial momentum will be given by initial momentum will be equals to mvi. Initial mvi, here vi represent initial velocity and pi represent initial momentum of that object. And such a time an external agent acts on that object. It's on that object and produces some kind of acceleration in the moment of that object. So and changes its velocity from initial to final, from vi to vf, and produces acceleration. So according to the statement, the final momentum will be given by final momentum equals to mvf. So we know that the change in momentum delta p equals to f minus pi. The change in momentum will be equals to final minus initial. So here we can write delta p equals to pf minus pi. This implies that mvf, the magnitude of final momentum, will minus the magnitude of initial momentum. Delta p equals to, now taking common, mvf minus vi. So in vector form and vectorial form, delta p divided by delta t equals to dividing both sides by t. So m is constant, so we have considered it constant, which does not change with respect to time. So that's why we have put it delta t, and velocity we have has been changed with respect to time. So that's why we have put it time below than that of velocity. The change in velocity with respect to time, with the passage of time. So according to the statement, the change in velocity with the with that of time, the time rate of change of velocity is equals to acceleration. So we have put it acceleration m, same here, m is constant. So according to the Newton's second law, this is equals to ma equals to f equals to delta p divided by delta t. So we got this mathematical equation, which means that the time rate of change of momentum will be equals to the net force acting on that particular object. Newton's second law can also be defined as when a net force acting on a moving object, then it produces some kind of acceleration. Simple is that it changes the velocity of that particular object from v initial to final. So in such an interval, acceleration has been produced. So we can define that the net force acting on that object will be equals to the time rate of change of momentum of that moving object. ये मोमेंटम किस वजह से चेंज होती है कि हमारे पास when a net force acting on that object, then obviously it changes its velocity, and velocity and momentum depends upon velocity. So when it changes the velocity, then obviously that net force acting which is acting on that object also changes its momentum form from initial to final. So we can define the Newton's second law in terms of momentum. The rate of change of momentum will be equals to the net force acting on that object. Here if we write the n net force, then it will be more feasible. So the time rate of change of momentum will be equals to the net force acting on that object. Dear students, if you are facing any kind of difficulty, then your reply will be highly appreciated. Thank you so much.